My dear friends, Jarasandha was like Godfather and the leader of kings of whole Asia those days. He was considered as invincible, but now in his late age he was defeated by Mathurian kingdom. Just by two kids, all his soldiers were slain. His friends left him to his fate. Balram was just going to arrest him. The rest of his life may have been spent in the prison of the same Mathura city where he was warmly welcomed, honored by his son-in-law Kansa and his daughter umpteen times. His heart trembled of this thought. How will he face his friends now? What his daughters will think of her? Better than committing suicide, he decided to enter a thick jungle and do penance and meditate. As Jarasandha walked on, his friends came from their hideouts. They had guessed this condition, my dear friend. His Majesty, they said, please accept our chariot, King offered. I am no more His Majesty. I am sorry. I apologize. I made you see this condition. Please return to your capital. I am on my way to the Himalayas. I have decided to embrace recluse way of life and meditate now. All kings said, His Majesty, this defeat has only inspired us to be smarter and more efficient. You are our guide, our Lord. If you lose courage, what will happen to us? Who will take care of us? Indeed, this defeat is due to our sin or some inauspicious past karmas. Otherwise, who are these worthless Yadavas to stand up before us? Shishupal, Princess Shishupal came forth and held his hands. Please don't forsake me. We were just waiting for you. Right from today on, we will be busy assembling a new army much better than before. We will have no peace until we destroy these Yadavas. Please trust me. Other kings said, we are not Brahmins. We are not detached. Why should we go for penance? This will only gladden our enemies. Give us just 1 year and you will see how devastatingly we root out this empire as well as the very dynasty of these Yadavas. Jarasandha said, friends, you have made me so happy. No matter how big is our inauspicious destiny, our forceful efforts will win. Let's start. We will never get tired doing our best effort. We will turn this defeat into victory. He sat down on the chariot and arrived at Rajgiri. His daughters ran down and said, Oh Father, we are ill-fated because of us you are late to see this day of doom. And Jarasandha said, don't worry, it's no longer a question of your insult only, now it's a matter of my prestige. I got to revenge that. My dear friends, now they return in winter, collected army, they all collected army by summer, planned all possibilities while rainy season, and as autumn came, they attacked Mathura again. As last year, here comes Sri Krishna and Balramji and killed all of them. Kings fled. Jarasandha also learned now to become shameless and escape. And Sri Krishna returned victorious with all the wealth. These ferocious wars, my dear friends, continued year after year for 16 long years. Now the news came, Jarasandha has marched for the 17th time. Krishna requested King Ugrasen for a cabinet meeting. All statesmen arrived. Assembly was in session. Speeches began. What should be done now? How to get rid of this? Sri Krishna asked. Although we have been victorious always, still these yearly wars have not let grow even the trees around our city walls. Farming are damaged, stinking updates, the corpse goes on for months. This bastard Jarasandha is such that he is not exhausted even in 16 big defeats. He is not ashamed of his defeats. Our progress has been suspended. How long shall we keep defeating ourselves? How long shall we keep defending ourselves? Our setting is damaging. What to do? They are 100 top intellectuals all set together and are brainstorming in these main issues. I got an idea. Aged Vikadru suddenly stood up and spoke aloud. Please listen up. Everybody looked at him and they silenced to listen at him. We must settle down now in Dwarka. It belongs to our ancestors. And Sri Krishna said, wonderful. This time Jarasandha has done lots of prayers to win. So, you will lock up the 4 doors as we both brothers step out. Then we will escape to the south where live our relatives who might help us. Surely Jarasandha will chase us and our city will be saved at least for this year. Then we will try to rebuild the city of Dwarka. Nobody liked this idea of escape. But what else can they do when the only hero of the city is proposing it? They were heavy-hearted. Come soon, O the Lord of our heart, they requested. Both brothers boarded their chariots and left. They arrived in outskirts of a big city known Karvirpur. They were wondering whether they visit the king for help or not. Meanwhile, there came sage Parashuram with a holy cow. Sri Krishna ran down, bowed down to his feet and kneeling down before him requested, Holy Sire, welcome. You have already done 21 of the apocalypses. Let me shine your ferocious axe. And would you please kill that goddamned King Jarasandha for me? Please. He is bothering us too much. Parasuramji began to laugh. After a long, big belly laugh, he said, Listen, Sri Krishna, I know you both brothers since last time in Treta Yoga. Now, you cannot just trick me and fool me up like that time. Your power, your brain is indeed invincible. You only know what you are up to. First, please, drink sweet milk from my holy cow. Then let's swim across this river. 3 of them jumped. Holy cow swam slowly. After 2 nights' journey, they arrived at a waterfall. Retreat. There was a retreat. And its name is Tapasaranya. Great sages welcomed them and enjoyed their long talking all night. Then they went to Kraunchpur. Parasuramji said, let's not meet this king, although he is your relative and would like to help you, but he is not powerful enough to handle an enmity with Jarasandha. We will go to Goa, Gomantak mountain. This is the place I had gotten it vacated from ocean to meditate on you guys. Just do a good hiking on that tall peak overlooking the vast ocean. Just enjoy the fresh rejuvenating breeze of the sea, O Krishna. Don't worry about that bug, Jarasandha. He will be dead when time is up. Our only duty is to enjoy our best. With my blessing, with this knuckle on your head, your escape will turn into a victory. All glories to Sri Ranchodai, said Parasuramji, and left for his Mount Mahendra retreat, my dear friends. By now, a huge army had surrounded both brothers. Jarasandha had known their escape and had chased them all along up to here. Both brothers ran and climbed up the mountain. Jarasandha began ordering his soldiers to climb up and capture them alive. Shishupal said, "No, that's too dangerous. Both are on the top now. They may roll big rocks and we will be crushed to death." Jarasandha said, yes, you are right. Now what to do? Shishupal said, "Collect all dry shrubs and trees around this hill and set fire. As they come back, we will kill them." All tens of thousands of soldiers worked hard and covered the mountain from all sides with fuel for about 100 feet uphill and set fire. It started burning devastatingly. Not only trees were burning, but also rocks were exploding and being hurled all around and started falling on the army camps. Thousands died. They were ordered to move back, but then soon all wildlife came running in fear. Huge elephants, lions, bears, serpents started running helter-skelter, killing thousands all over. Army was ordered to step back for enough in safety. Far enough, go back. Thus they retreated to 4-5 miles back, my dear friends. And Sri Krishna said, "Brother, let's jump now. We saw enough of this panoramic view. Let's get to the fight." Balramji said, "Okay, brother, let's alight through this parachute." As they landed, they were surrounded up. Krishna hurled his discus and Balram his plow. Soon the entire army was dead. Kings fled away. Balram grabbed Jarasandha this time, and as he was going to break his head, Skyfire stopped him, reminding about a special blessing he had gotten from a sage. He was released and kicked on his butt so hard that he fell down on the ground. And Balramji roared, "Get out of here!" As Jarasandha walked, his head bent low in shame. Suddenly one of his associates, King Damaghosh, popped out of the bushes and said, "You love my son Shishupal, so I love you. Let me handle the situation in my way, King. I am positive. I will get even with this Krishna. I will see you later." As he walked back, Jarasandha saw a confident look spread across Damghosha's face. And even in the midst of a great morose, a smile of hope came on his face and he thanked. King Damghosh boarded his chariot, changed his flag into a snow-white one, which means allies, friends. Waving it high up, he came to Krishna and Balram and stopped, alighted, and stood before both brothers. "Sri Krishna, do you recognize me? I am husband of the sister of your father. Dear boy, I prevented Jarasandha not to bother you, but he ridiculed me. See, I did not fight. I just played spectator." A kinsmanship and respect shone in the faces of both brothers. They folded their palms and bent low. Damghosha, like a good well-wisher, blessed them. He said, Jarasandha has gone, but he will come back. My son, Shishupal is his commander-in-chief. He is out of my hands. I can't do anything to him. He is a spoiled kid. Well, Sri Krishna looked at him and asked, well, what do you want from us? The ghost said, you see here is terrible stench of burning soldiers and corpses laying all over. Let's go. I offer you these two chariots. Let's go to the king of mm, mm, Karvirpur. His name is Srigal Vasudev. He belongs to the same dynasty as yours. Perhaps he will be able to help you against Jarasandha. See, I cannot stop him. You cannot stop him. Although Balram can capture him, but cannot kill him. His noble deeds are really praiseworthy, Krishna. You need a real tough helper, my boys. Both brothers obeyed. They boarded the chariot and drove. Long before the advent of Sri Krishna, my dear friend, there were predictions of his incarnation. So many ambitious kings tried to take advantage of it, just like Buddha. In the time of Buddha also there were several pseudo-Buddhas. In the time of Mahavir also there were pseudo-Mahavirs, because their arrival was predicted before. So, many ambitious kings tried to take advantage of Sri Krishna's arrival to gain their supremacy over all the assembly of kings. So King Bhaskar was delirious with joy when his newborn son came out to be a bluish complexion, a very handsome one. He had large eyes too, so he hurriedly announced, Lord God has incarnated in his palace and has blessed him to be his father. He gave him a special education and named him Bhagavan Vasudev. My dear friends, people are just people. They flocked down to see him. They found his eyes reflect neither peace nor compassion, as divine incarnation ought to be. They are reddish with tinge of violence. On top, his voice, instead of being soothing and wisdomful, was harsh, not musical. So they, for their personal comfort, named him not Lord God Bhagavan Vasudev, but Srigal Vasudev, means Fox Vasudev. His father presented him a gold-plated chariot with Garuda's picture-painted flag and added two more artificial hands. Soon he inherited the powerful kingdom of his father. He impersonated God, Narayana, in royal assembly and everywhere. He avoided war exactly as Indian government has been doing since many years. Explaining people, all are his subjects, his own sons and daughters. Nobody cared to fight with his lone, scenic, hilly state, my dear friends. He did lots of Gayatri Anushthan. Sun God gave him an invincible chariot. He deemed himself God and declared everybody must sanctify one's life by serving him. King Damghosh sent him a message. The real Lord Bhagavan Vasudev has come. Oh, Srigal Vasudev, we need your help. We are staying in Mango Grove just outside your city. Please come and meet us. We are your guests. The real Lord Vasudev, Fox Lord, mimicked with great hatred. If he is a real God, why has he come here? Why he needs my help? Why he needs my help against that another jerk, Jarasandha? Fox Lord arrived, surrounded by his soldiers, and said, Oh Krishna, your presence, your existence is a great insult to me. As a dignified person, I will not surround you by my soldiers and get you killed, but I do like dual fight with you. Not two gods can live together on the earth at the same time, okay? Show me your strength today. Sri Krishna laughed and said, okay, king, let thy will be done. Even if you want to use your soldiers, you may do so. You may surround me. I am ready. Shoot me first. Foxlord lifted up his bow and showered fearful arrows on Krishna. And Sri Krishna hurled his discus, and lo, not only all his arrows, but even his bow and head was cut off, sliced off. Headless body fell down. He was dead on the ground. His army, terrified, ran down to shut the city gate. Sri Krishna announced loud and clear, fear not, I do not attack on the non-offenders, dear friends. His widow queen Padmavati rushed, crying with her little son Shakradev. She bowed down to Krishna and requested to accept her son. Honorable lady, I am your kinsman and not an enemy. Your husband attacked on an innocent guest, so he deserved death. Now your son is like my son, although I am not married. He is like my son. I will give him protection. Let us coronate him. Then he will do last rites of his father. Hearing the announcement of peace, citizens ran down and saw the bewitchingly beautiful Lord. Bewitching beauty of the Lord is being seen by the all citizens of. They shouted aloud, here is real Bhagavan Vasudev. All glories to you, O Lord. King Damghosh watched all this. His plan to get Krishna killed failed. He took leave. Sri Krishna and Balram accepted the honor of the state, a state guest, and they rested a few days. Then returned to Mathura, my dear friends. Now, I am leading you into beautiful saga of wedding of Sri Balaramji, which is not described in Srimad Bhagavatam. What is not in Bhagavatam, we have to get from all other scriptures. Her name was Princess Nagalakshmi, a Jyotishmati in her past life. She was a daughter of Chakshushmanu. She meditated long to be accepted by Lord Sankarsana. Brahmaji offered boon, but he suggested to stay in his planet until the time is right. She tried, but could not stand long away. She took birth as Princess Revati in the golden age, Satyayuga. Satyayuga of the first Chaturyugi of Vaivasut Manvantara. It is her father who first founded the city Kushasthali. Later it was taken over by the ocean. It was re-given to Sri Krishna, who founded his new city there as Dwarka. As she grew young, turned hypnotically beautiful. Her father, Kakudmi, began receiving proposals of wedding daily. Revati disliked each of their photos. Revati said at last, Father, why not we go to Brahmalok and ask the Creator himself as who is destined to be my husband? Okay, daughter, I am ready. They both flew into the space, traveled the stars and planets and galaxies, arrived at Brahmaji's assembly. They were respectfully given seats as their guests from planet Earth. Music concert was in progress, my dear friends. Gandharvas were giving their latest presentations in a busy program. As the concert was over, the attendant presented the newcomers before Brahmaji. As he looked at them, he laughed, a big belly laugh, and said, King, time is a relative phenomenon. Speed of time in your planet is a lot faster than here. Do you know, during this last 1 hour, a little more than 4 million years have elapsed on the earth? Now, not only your contemporaries are dead, but even their races and dynasties and empires have become legends of history. Just to remember, both looked at Brahmaji, Kakudmi and Revati looked at each other, and Brahmaji, the shocked with surprise, then Brahmaji said, King, hurry up, speed fast. According to my calculation, when you will hit the planet Earth, Copper Age, Copper Yuga of 28th cycle of Chaturyugiya Manvantara will be passing on. Go straight to Mathura. You will find a white handsome youth roaming in the bank of Yamuna. Wed your daughter with him, okay? Brahmaji concluded. Just like this. Now they knew the value of speeding fast. They bowed down to Brahmaji and flew faster, faster. Sri Krishna and Balram had come for evening breeze. As they strolled relaxingly in the beaches of Yamunaji, they heard somebody singing the sounds of the Vedas up in the sky. Soon they saw a handsome, kingly man and beautiful lady of unimaginable height just landed before them. Both brothers were almost up to their hips. They knelt down before them. Honorable ones, could we introduce each other, please? Said Balramji. Dear sir, I am Kakudmi. I ruled most parts of the world in golden age of the first cycle of Chaturyugi. This is my daughter Nagalakshmi, nicknamed Revati. I am told you are the predestined husband of my daughter. Please accept her. But before Balram could speak anything, Sri Krishna stuck out his mouth. Oh, I see. I accept this proposal as representative of my brother. We are glorified with this relationship, sir. Kakudmi said, please get wedded up right away. Among the 8 ways of wedding, love marriage is quick, and my size will horrify to all people if you take me to your kingdom. So I must proceed to the Himalayas, where people like me already still live. Right then, important members of the family came. Both got married. Soon Revatiji's height shortened up to match Balramji, and lo, a perfect match, beautiful couple. Sri Krishna contemplated. Sri Krishna complimented them and brought them to the palace where marriage was performed with due custom. Great festivities spread in the whole city. Now everybody sighed. Who is that fortunate girl destined to marry Sri Krishna? Kundanpur is the capital of central India these days, my dear friends. Now we enter into introduction to the marriage of Sri Krishna. Bhishmak is the king. He has 5 tough sons and 1 daughter. She is exceedingly beautiful and very strong-minded. Her name is Rukmini Devi. She longed to marry with Sri Krishna, but her eldest brother Rukmi is too powerful and bulldozing that he is forcing the whole family to marry Rukmini Devi with Prince Shishupal. After long discussion, Swayambara ceremony was chosen, safe way that offers the princess to go by her choice. But again, all important kings and princes were invited except Sri Krishna. A hot debate arose in the royal assembly of Mathura. The Mathurian knights concluded, "This is an insult of a rising world empire. We are not fatalists who sit lazy doing nothing. It is the right of warriors to attain whatever Swayamvara we want. Sri Krishna must participate in this festival." Sri Krishna stood up and said, "His Majesty, you please stay safe with Balramji. I am going with my friend." Balramji spoke up, "Don't come empty-handed. If required, get her by force." But wait a minute. Jarasandha is coming with all his friends and army. There is possibility of big battle. How can we let you go just like this? Okay, Honorable King Ugrasen, Balramji addressed to Ugrasen. Since all the troublemaker kings are going there, you are safe here. So I am not required here. Let me go with Krishna. Otherwise you will be in danger. As Krishna and Balram arrived in Kundanpur, the mighty Garudji came to see him. With his speed, a great wind blew. It destroyed the camps of many kings. Many got wounds and scars. He assumed a handsome human form and picked Sri Krishna up on his shoulders. Near a silent pool, lotus-filled pond, he built a cloth town, camp. Sri Krishna settled up there. As kings came out to find out the cause of wind, they were disturbed with the news. Sri Krishna came. They forgot their scars and losses and rushed to the meeting place to brainstorm how to disdain Krishna. They lost hope of having joy of passionate glance of the princess. In last wars, they were alone, only both brothers. Now they have mighty eagle Garud, the historic Garud. He may kidnap the princess. This time, let's fight to death, do or die. Bhishma said, "My son is always puffed up. He cannot bear the progress of Sri Krishna. In this way, kidnap and battle seem to be inevitable. I don't want my son to die by hands of Sri Krishna. I want to offer him due argyam, which he really deserves, and this will calm him a little bit." Jarasandha said, "You are worrying unnecessarily. Krishna is not a king of anywhere yet. He does not deserve argyam and even a seat near we kings. Do you think he will come to the assembly to sit near our feet?" Jarasandha said this and laughed. All kings were happy now with this logic. They said, "If he did come, then princess will look at us sitting on gorgeous high seats and not him sitting lower and uninvited." All were happy now. They returned to their camps. Decorating their dreams and expectations, they were relaxing. Krath and Kashik, my dear friends, were the most righteous brothers of King Bhishma. They loved Sri Krishna and they loved their niece, Rukmini Devi. They wanted to get them married, so they went straight to Sri Krishna and requested with meekness, "Oh my Lord, oh Sri Krishna, take my kingdom and make me your servant, O Lord. Let me coronate you as king of my state, which alone is the gateway of the success of your arrival." How can Krishna refuse if someone offers him something, anything, no matter how small or big? Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham paritam ashnami prayatatmana. That is his vow. So Krishna said, "Oh dear Krath, just a flower is enough. Why this big kingdom of yours? Krat said, due to diplomatic complexity, my lord, that's all. Sri Krishna said, okay, if that's the case, to marry with the princess, if being a king is compulsory, make me king immediately. And Krat said, tomorrow, just tomorrow, my lord. And Krishna said, okay, hurry up. Suddenly, Kaushik said, how can Krishna sit on a throne on which anybody else has already sat? The proceedings were already being publicized all over the capital, all over the state, all over the nation. All kings were happy. That means Krishna will not be coronated. Wait a moment. An angelic being materialized suddenly announced, I am a messenger of Indra, the king of heaven. He has sent this new gold and gem-studded celestial throne. Nobody has ever sat on it. This is for Sri Krishna's coronation tomorrow. And listen up. Lord Purandar has said, Krishna is my brother, Upendra as he is. Unless all kings do the Abhishek, how can a king be a king? So all arrived kings are ordered to participate in this ceremony. Those who refrain would be taken guilty of dishonor and contempt of the royal assembly, worthy to be shot dead. For the ceremony, these 8 celestial pitchers are also at the service. All saw in the space of the capital these dazzling items were shining forth and were amazed. The messenger vanished. Indeed, this sight is rare in the world, kings muttered. They were also afraid. They looked at each other and all looked at Jarasandha. Now what? Jarasandha said at last, ashamed, I could not protect you in the battle against Krishna even once. I won't suggest you to buy an enmity with him in this festival. You must all participate in the coronation proceedings. It was a huge palatial town hall. Thousands of kings are sitting crowding the royally carpeted hall, my dear friend, beautiful, shining, perfuming. All the stay on the decorated. On the stage there saw breathlessly Krishna, the wonderful Krishna. The most handsome Krishna is sitting elegantly on the gems and jewel-studded shining gold throne. Celestial flowers are showering, perfume spreading, music echoing, 8 pitchers staying up in the space. They are covered with silks, mouth with mango leaves, means those pitchers are covered with mango leaves and pouring down fragrant Ganga water and also milk at times and curd and ghee and honey on Sri Krishna, and sages are singing the hymns of the Vedas. The time stopped. With amazed eyes, all people saw celestial clothes, ornaments, garlands, and paste emanated from the same pitchers, and of their own swimming. They were streaming in the air, got settled in various limbs of Sri Krishna, adorning him from all sides very well. Balramji and Garudaji sit on Krishna's right, Krat and Kaushik on the left. One by one, each king rose from his seat and went to the stage and worshipped Krishna. And Krishna gave each of them 100,000 pure gold dollars as gift. All those gifts were coming out of the pitchers, staying still in the space. At the end, King Kashik stood up and requested, Lord, please pardon the offenses of these kings. They don't know you. Sri Krishna's voice echoed, I love to pardon. Gracefulness is all what I am. So, just be in mad love with the whole universe and you are definitely feel my touch of forgiveness as cool balm to the headache of your ego and utter complexities. Okay, thank you, Lord. We are feeling the soothing balm of your forgiveness. Don't know how long will it last. Just be honest unconditionally and it will stay. It will stay even body perishes away, okay? Bhishmaji now stood up and said, Bhishmaji, the king of the capital. My dear king, I am sorry my son's unforesighted step has caused all of you very big trouble. Excuse me please, right now. There will be no Swayambara. So, please return to your capitals. Sri Krishna said, very well, King Bhishma, what's this inviting all and sending them back? When your son was constructing places, were you sleeping? It's only myself who came here uninvited. If you don't like me, let the princess select any of these kings whatsoever. I will not be a barrier. If you want me to leave, I am going. And he stood up. With him all kings stood up. Bhishma said, Please, Lord, don't be upset on me. I am in a real trouble. Princess does not want to marry anybody right now. Krishna said, okay, in that case, here we go. I have no interest in a girl wanting somebody else. Hearing this news, the princess fainted, fell down on the floor. She repented why she did not run down and reach that long-awaited beloved. But Krishna was gone. As he walked out, Garudaji said, My Lord, I am going in search of a better place for you. And he vanished. And Sri Krishna boarded his chariot and left. Now, new city Dwarka, like tide rises to the full moon, the citizens of Mathura arose to greet their beloved Lord Krishna. Flowers showered, music echoed, and Vedas recited. Vedas are reciting from all over. Ugrasen was happy. He ran down on his feet and requested Krishna to sit on the throne as he already is now a king. Balramji scolded him for doing so and asked him just to play as king and let Krishna do things in his own way. Soon golden days began. Every evening Yamuna bank walks, processions on the royal streets, smiling and singing began. Garudaji came one day and informed about the wonderful spot at the western seashore. That's Dwarka. Sri Krishna cheered all up and announced, we have new city to inhabit now. Vishwakarma, the celestial engineer, came. Sri Krishna said, please get more space from the sea. Build it in 3 days. Okay, Lord, okay. Ocean, oh ocean, give me about 100 miles of land around this tiny island. Okay, Mr. Engineer, please take, but make the shores solid enough. Put a billboard here. Whatever you require, just have a wish on this beach and my waves will get it for you. Signed Ocean God. Vishwakarma saw wonderful lands, miles of area stretching up to horizon. Kuber, the treasurer of the celestials, came and said, "Dear Vishwakarma, I will be very hurt if you acted miserly in any tiniest part of constructions of this new city. Please use my treasure amply." Indra came and said, "You just make an open hall for White House. Don't build anything. My special White House building will be transported here from the heaven. You just place only gateways to Sudharma White House." 96 square miles double triangular town is now built, my dear friend. There are four royal paths, all leading to the statesman colony where in the center stands huge gold-made gems and jewel-studded palace, flags flying high. The whole city was surrounded by blooming parks, ponds with lotuses and lilies and deers and doves, birds, cows roam around freely. Every house is a mansion. In every mansion there is swimming pool, garden, fountain, hill, and everything to make life cheerful. He is, after all, no mortal but celestial. He only willed, and its materialization flashed on and on and on, and lo, Dwarkapuri is built in a single night. Can you believe that? But that's what happened, my dear friends. Just be a spiritual person to accept it, to believe it. Those days, long before Alexander and other invincible power ruled in Greece, my dear friend, almost all European countries were parts of his empire. He was lord of 30 million Spartans' army, always ready to win the battle and or die. The king was known as Kalyavan. Once he was seated on a gorgeous throne in his royal assembly. King Shalwa's airplane landed in the yard of his assembly, my dear.